It was a very surreal day in Washington today, and we want to bring it to you as the events unfolded with the help from our friends from CNN. It was a peaceful demonstration at Lafayette Park across from the White House this evening. Demonstrators on one side, federal and D.C. police lined up a few feet away. The time, 6 o'clock, 1 hour before the D.C. curfew would take effect. A lawful, peaceful protest. Then, for no apparent reason and without warning, at 6:35 p.m., all hell broke loose. Police fired volleys of tear gas into the crowd. A photographer was assaulted. At the very same moment, just a stone's throw away, President Trump walked up to the podium in the Rose Garden of the White House and gave a 7-minute speech.
The following measures are going into effect immediately. First, we are ending the riots and lawlessness that has spread throughout our country.
And while the president was speaking, the sound of exploding tear gas canisters and the firing of rubber bullets nearby provided a surreal soundtrack to the president's words.
If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them. I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers, military personnel, and law enforcement officers to stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property.
Then the president concluded his speech with an explanation for the sudden move by police on the protesters.
And now I'm going to pay my respects to a very, very special place.
The president wanted the park clear of demonstrators so he could walk from the White House to St. John's Church in front of the news cameras, where he stood with the Bible, posed for pictures, then welcomed members of his cabinet to join him. Moments later, they all walked away.
We are in trouble. He has to stick police on peaceful protesters so he can make a big show of being, the little big man walking to a closed down church. And then, he always talks about the world laughing, that the world are laughing at the governors right now. They're not laughing at the governors. They're standing in horror over what is happening.
Veteran CNN anchor Bernard Shaw came out of retirement to offer his thoughts on this eventful day.
I was thinking that the critical focus of history will judge Donald Trump as a presidential aberration. Walking from the White House through the tear gas-laden Lafayette Park to the steps of the Church of the Presidents, St. John's, and holding up that Bible would have made P.T. Barnum proud.
CNN commentator Van Jones offered this.
If we get one more videotape, Wolf, one more videotape of some brutal, horrific murder or beating, this country could go over the edge.
Now, tonight CNN is reporting through sources that the reason the president made this rare appearance walking out of the front of the White House over to the church is because he was not happy with coverage from Friday night when he was put into an underground bunker when there was a lot of protests going on outside of the White House. He didn't like that, and so he wanted to have a show of strength, and that is part of what made him decide to do what he did today. Let's go back to you.